Ladies and gents, we're getting closer and closer to being able to put Blitz in a coffin and sending that bitch 6 feet under. So what am I so excited about in today's patch notes? Normally I'm not excited, but for these I am. So for the first time ever in Siege history, they're actually changing how the melee will work for shields. So instead of one hit kills, it actually now only downs you, and the second hit is actually gonna kill you. So that's 2 hits before you can kill someone with the shield. And why am I so excited about this? Well, let me play you a horror story in just 3 sounds. Yep, those 3 sounds are powerful enough to trigger PTSD in any experienced Siege player, because there's nothing more fucking frightening than a charging Blitz coming down a hallway directly for you, because we all know how that ends. But, fucking around. Let's hop into the patch notes. Starting off with the shield Heckfire. The Heckfire cone is going to be increased. We have standardized the Heckfire penalization when you have a ballistic shield equipped. This is a good thing, basically, if you're ever going up against a shield person and then you just randomly get headshot. You watch the kill cam or they were doing it while hip firing. Well, yeah, one of those random stray bullets just happened to go directly at your head. So increasing the hip fire cone should make hip firing more inaccurate. So hopefully that should happen a bit less. The ballistic shield melee is going to be changed, basically, which is the first thing I read. It's now going to take 2 hits to kill someone. First one's going to down them, second one's going to kill them, instead of just a 1-hit kill from meleeing with shields. Echo is actually going to be getting a nerf, reduced yokai sonic burst disorienting effect, base duration to 7 seconds, down from 10. So basically the effect is not going to last as long. 3 seconds is a lot when you're disoriented by Echo. I think this is to combat his ban rate in the new ranked. I don't think that's going to work, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Next is going to be Glaz. He's going to be getting a huge amount of buffs. So the first is going to be reduced time it takes to trigger the vision penalty when moving or rotating, lowering the overall vision penalty when moving. Movement time before complete vision is lost is now 6 seconds, up from 2.5. The speed at which the vision penalty is applied when rotating has also been slowed down. So basically, they're making Glaz a bit more usable, because how they have him right now, you have to be standing like still for a really long amount of time to, basically make people light up yellow. And no one in Siege ever stays still that long, so Glaz, some people think he's pretty much useless, and I can see why. So with these changes, the penalties for moving around, basically, which make people go back from yellow to normal, are not as harsh. Next is going to be Jackal. Reduce the number of pings from a scan to 4, down from 5. And update for clarification, tracking is no 20 seconds ping every 4 seconds. Wait, what? No 20 seconds ping every 4 seconds plus ping duration. Initial ping plus 4 pings. Okay, so that was a little bit confusing. I'm interpreting this 2 ways. The first one is there's going to be a ping every 20 seconds and there's going to be 4 of those. Or they're kind of going to do it like a stretched out how Lion is. So they're going to be 4 pings in succession, and those 4 pings are going to spread out over 20 seconds. I'm not sure which one it is, but the second option seems to make more sense. Next up is going to be Maverick, a modified breaching torch sound effects, and breaching torch sounds will now be easier to hear when Maverick is making a hole close to you, so that's another good change. And lastly, it's going to be Nook, increase Nook's ability duration to 12 seconds and increase the refill timer to 12 seconds. With the longer duration and cooldown, you'll be able to better leverage her ability. And lastly, no, not lastly, next is going to be the reverse friendly fire. Continued chip damage to an individual from another teammate over several rounds will stack RFF points more quickly. Putting a teammate into down but not out will now activate reverse friendly fire, and the system will respond accordingly if the teammate is revived or bleeds out. And lastly is going to be the idle kick timer. You will now get an idle kick warning after 10 seconds before you're actually kicked. So yeah, those are the changes. Seems like a pretty solid patch coming. My only thing is with Echo and Jackal, these are changes I think they're making to kind of tone down the bans in ranked, but I don't think there's much that they can do about that because they're just annoying operators to play against. There's nothing you can do unless you completely nerf them into the ground, kind of like what they did with Ella or Blackbeard. Echo is always going to be annoying. The mere fact he can stop you from planting the diffuser and stop him from coming in the rooms, plus he has a camera and it's invisible, that's just annoying all across the board. I love playing Echo, but like I said, unless they nerf him into the ground, he's always going to be annoying. And as for Jackal, changing the pings I don't think was the right thing to do. I think they should have looked at the footprints, because I didn't know the footprints were on the ground for that long. I think it's like a minute and a half or something, but they could have changed it to like 45 seconds or maybe even 30 seconds. So yeah, that's it for this video. These changes are actually live on the test server right now, so you can go ahead and check them out. I'll be doing some testing, and if I find anything interesting, then I'll make a video showcasing majority of these new changes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Rainbow Six Siege content. Comment down below what are your thoughts on some of these changes, and I'll see you in the next video.